I'd like to bring up Lou August from WildTech to share a few words. Lou, you have the floor. You bet.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming today, and thank you for really helping all of us build this amazing supply chain that we've been working on for so many years. Special thanks to Digitunity for all that you're doing, for AT&T, certainly ByteBack, and I'll get more into our long-term relationship with them in just a couple of moments. The WTA's mission is to serve disadvantaged communities across the country, but we really focus on the Washington, D.C. community through our D.C. office. That work involves primarily refurbishing computers that are donated to us by generous corporations and placing them with low-income communities in D.C. Something very impactful happened when the pandemic hit us, as it did everybody. What we found is that we lost virtually all of our volunteers. We found that our need went up 100-fold overnight for providing computers. And probably for the first time in digital divide history, having a computer was a matter of life or death for some. If you look at the communities, especially in DC, with the largest digital divides, they also had the highest death rates from the pandemic. Those of us who social distance using a computer have a pretty good idea how that might have happened. So when that happened, we had to come up with solutions, and one of them was identifying key partners who would do that last mile distribution for us, because we didn't have the staffing to do it, and they had to touch with the community members who needed it. And first and foremost was you guys, ByteBack. I mean, I will always have a love in my heart for the way you serve your community when your community needed you most. So thank you so much for that, as well as a handful of other organizations we work with, where we served as a hub, providing equipment to them, who they in turn provided to the people in need. And really, I think that amped up the recognition that we need a supply chain. You know, the various partners involved in doing what they do to bridge a digital divide. So Digitunity, your outreach to corporations to let them know how important it is that they pass on their surplus technology to organizations like ours who could refurbish them. And for us to get the word out that we can't do this alone. I love your African proverb, because that is so true, especially in this case. I mean, we needed you to be able to serve the individuals in need. And so it's beholden on us to advocate the importance of digital literacy training, and that ByteBack is top tier in this region. And also the tech support that goes along with it, that I think all of our organizations can provide. So again, it's an honor to be here. Let's all continue building the supply chain. I think as technology evolves, I've been doing this since the early 80s. And there always has been a mantra, well, at some point, we're going to have this digital divide bridged. It's not going to be broken forever. And we had a great conversation earlier today about how rapidly technology is evolving. I think as technology evolves, there's always going to be those left behind. And there's always going to be a need for what we do. So, you know, our ability to build a supply chain is important now and will always be important. So thank you all.
Thanks, Lou, and thank you to everyone who's spoken this far today. Sorry, I'm not sure what I look. My name is Sonia Dhubin, and I'm so proud to be here on behalf of Digitunity, a national nonprofit organization that has focused on digital inclusion and community engagement for over 35 years. We're proud to partner with the Wilderness Technology Alliance, I was about to say association, as part of a 2-year pilot project funded by AT&T to bridge the digital divide for underserved students and their families. And we thank ByteBack for hosting today and for their leadership in organizing this event in conjunction with the Wilderness Technology Alliance. At Digitunity, we believe that everyone who needs a computer should have one. And in an increasingly digital world, owning a large screen device is a necessity. It's a tool that can be used to connect with your communities, pursue your passions, and learn about the world. We hope that the devices distributed here today make it easier to do all of those things, and we look forward to distributing many more. Thanks again to ByteBack, the Wilderness Technology Alliance, and AT&T, and thanks to everyone who's been here today.
Alrighty. Well, what an exciting day it is to have an opportunity to be with everyone here that's just so committed to ensuring that opportunities still are abound for those who may not have access to technologies and so forth. I'm really excited. For me, working in community, ensuring that our students and our community leaders and our parents and so forth are afforded opportunities is something I'm extremely passionate about. So I'm honored to be here with you all, Joe and Lou and the other groups that are here that have been speaking today. So I'm Latara Harris. I'm the Regional Director for External Affairs for AT&T right here in Washington, D.C. Been with the company for about 9 years now, and I was telling Lou over breakfast this morning, we've really pushed forward the call to respond to the challenges that we've been seeing in terms of technology with what's happening in our communities. AT&T has decided to make a company-wide 3-year, $2 billion commitment to address the digital divide through our low-cost broadband offers, participation in the new Federal Affordable Connectivity Program, and charitable contributions through the AT&T Connected Learning Program. We've talked about it already. We know that the digital divide disproportionately affects families of color. I think we may have said it as well. Those with disabilities and residents of rural and underserved, under-resourced communities. It's complicated. And it will require, make amazing proverb, we're going to work together on this. So we're just incredibly thrilled to be here. Thankful for the commitment of ByteBack. The last folks to get in the hands. We hear it all the time. There's a need for computers, there's a need for computers, but who's going to put it in the right hands? And ByteBack are the folks that are making that happen. As part of the commitment to address the digital divide, we created AT&T Connected Learning Program, a multi-year commitment to address the digital divide and narrow the homework gap by investing in connectivity and technology, digital literacy, and education solutions to help today's learners succeed inside and outside of the classroom. Many students in Washington are affected by the digital divide and struggle to participate in online learning opportunities because of unreliable internet access, lack of computers, or poor digital literacy skills. This project will help students engage in today's digital learning environment. So I'm excited to announce that the Wilderness Technology Alliance, or WTA, has been selected as part of a 10-city project led by AT&T and Digitunity to provide more than 2,000 refurbished computers and technology support over the next 2 years to students, families in Washington, D.C. Congratulations. Fantastic. Yes, that deserves all the claps. WTA and ByteBack have teamed up to help bridge that divide in Washington, D.C. by providing underserved residents with digital resources and skills training needed for online learning success. So again, congratulations to you. We look forward to working with you to help close the divide and connect students and families to educational opportunities and to the world. Thank you. Mask on.
Well, in this moment, I'd like to ask all of our partners in this moment to come together so we can take a picture or have some form of connectivity as we. Oh, sorry. But if you can all come in a little bit closer so that we don't disturb the projection. I'll come around some more.
Two rows.
Yeah.
So let me come up from in here. And allow you all to get this picture done.
So Lou, we can get you.
Yeah.
The sides. I can stand behind.
Oh, so yeah,
You can stand behind.
There we go.
Oh, mask.
Oh, sorry.
Making us look like big.
One second. stuck on my, it's stuck on my earring. I'm sorry. One second. There we go.
Hold it. Out of your day, out of your busy schedules. We all have very tight schedules, and this was not necessarily a long notice for us to make this happen, but we made it happen. And we do have our computers on site thanks to Lou. I'd like to thank everyone again. It's an extended thanks for coming out and making us happy to distribute these computers to our scholars and alumni. So thank you. We are more than welcome to have a quick tour of ByteBack. So Joe and I can show you the facilities that we have for training. And after that, you're more than welcome. We do have crew here. He may be asking some questions. So if there are any particular questions that he would like to, of course, cover, the room is more than available, and he's going to ask directly, hey, I need 2 of y'all, 3 of y'all, and we'll set up the room just to ensure that we have a nice sense of coverage. But welcome again to ByteBack.
Thank you.